went skiing last season, you contributed to a more than $2.5 billion industry. A new report from the University of Utah's Kempsey Gardner Institute says the ski industry contributed $2.51 billion to Utah's economy last ski season. It also led to almost $350 million in state and in local tax revenue.
Wow. You know, I'm pretty sure that our very own Dana Green contributed to about a quarter of that economic impact, as much as he's up at the slope.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, I feel like we had to tell Dana it was summer. Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down. Stop hiking those mountains. Yeah. Gorgeous conditions, though, if you wanted to get out into the high country and enjoy. We had a wonderful first Monday of November. This was sunrise this morning from Magna. Scott catching the clouds on the move. You see a little bit of that inversion haze. Good news. We're going to get rid of that. Live view from West Valley, clear skies. Can you believe the sun's already going down? It's the 5 o'clock hour. We're talking about sunset, and we're starting to see that reflected on the mountains there. Quiet conditions on the satellite radar. A little bit of cloud cover exits to the east. That was associated with a weak front that moved in, and that actually brought in some mixing, clearing the air in Utah County. High pressure has been in control, and that ridge of high pressure flattens ever so slightly when we have a front come through. The high was centered over Colorado and Utah today and acts as a storm block, keeping moisture out of here. That sinking air, that subsidence, allows for above average temperatures, and we were really feeling that today. Live view from Alta, where you notice a little bit of haze as you look down into the Salt Lake Valley. Air quality is compromised for portions of the northern Wasatch Front, but as we head into tomorrow, enough mixing should clean the air. Green means clean. Kind of love that as we roll into our Tuesday. Live view from southern Utah, our Black Desert Sky Cam. With clear conditions, the sun's going down out there. Temperatures starting to ease. 63 in Salt Lake, 57's our average, so we're still above it. 60s in the northern half of the state, 60s in eastern Utah. We're warmer in Salt Lake than we are in Moab right now. 68 in Milford, 75 in St. George. Over the next several hours, clear skies dropping into the 50s by ABC4 News at 10, mid-50s. Look at the future cast here because it keeps us dry tonight and into our Tuesday. And you actually see moisture on the move. See that front sneaking through? Well, we get another one that's going to impact us Wednesday into Thursday. We know there's moisture out there. It's just not going to roll into Utah until Thursday, late Wednesday even possibly. Here we are by 8 p.m. We start to see it in the northwestern corner of the state and then in Cache Valley. So this is precipitation potential for Thursday, and you can see that heavily favors the state line but goes all the way to the Wasatch Back, Wasatch Front into Salt Lake County. Other than that, we have really quiet conditions, and the front that comes through, even though it won't bring a lot of moisture, just isolated showers, it will bring cooler air. Big picture shows those temperatures above average with that high in control. We've got an upper level low that's weakening as it moves in. The core of that moisture is way further north. So we just get a little front coming through with that moisture. The cooler air will move in and a few isolated showers into our Thursday. Then a reinforcing Friday into Saturday shot of cooler air. After that, high pressure comes back and it stays actually in effect and in control for a long period of time here. Precipitation potential really doesn't show up. We look at our 8 to 10 day outlook when then we start to get a little more moisture, but this would take us all the way to November 11th, which means we started out the month on a dry note and we stay that way for several days. High pressure this time of year. Very interesting, not what powder hounds want to hear. 60s and 70s, nobody tell Dana, okay? I'm not going to tell Dana. 72 in Moab, 67 in Cedar City, upper 70s in St. George. As we look at the next 7 days here, you see that warmth. 70 is the average high in Washington County this time of year, so we're well above that. Sunshine and dry conditions. As we check out the Wasatch Front, you see the southwesterly flow really picking up Tuesday and Wednesday ahead of the front, and then you notice those temperatures dropping back into the 50s. So not everyone will see a shower, but we all will get cooler air. Reinforcing shot Friday into Saturday, and then we warm back up. I just said don't tell Dana. Who's